Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees, the podcast. Well, to the surprise of none, Aaron Judge is your 2024 MVP for the American League. Both he and Ohtani, respectively, in the National League. Unanimous MVPs there. I mean, again, really, this was no-brainer the whole way. But nevertheless, it's officially announced. So Judge, yes, is now your 2024 trophy winner for the American League. So kind of use this episode to kind of get into some of his numbers. It was kind of a tremendous season. Of course, I'm sure he would love to trade it in for a World Series win. But nevertheless, hopefully he'll get an opportunity for that next season. So before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this podcast, as well as there's a YouTube version of the show. So go to YouTube afterwards and search for Section 420 Talkin Yankees. Subscribe there as well. We've got the rest of the winter to go. Of course, you have the Juan Soto sweepstakes. And of course, I'm sure Cashman has some other moves to make to upgrade this team around both Aaron Judge and hopefully if they could resign Juan Soto as well and bring him back in pinstripes. So, I mean, we kind of even knew this like halfway through the season, or probably at least 3/4 way through the season, that, Aaron Judge was chasing his 2022 season. You thought maybe he could get, maybe break his own home run record there, but you never realized he was just putting up tremendous numbers. Really, since that, he got ejected in early May there, and he kind of seemed to really snap out of it and then go on a tear after that. We never really looked back. Didn't really have the greatest of postseasons, but nevertheless, this is all about the regular season. And both, again, him and Ohtani just tore it up in their respective leagues. So, yeah, this is really of no surprise there, but now it's officially announced. So, Aaron Judge is your MVP. We'll look at his numbers here. 322 batting average, 58 home runs, 144 RBIs, and 108 hits overall. He had the best in MLB in walks with 133, so for all the time be complaining or think that Judge strikes out too much and swings and misses too much, but you just remember how between when Aaron Judge first came up, how he would be susceptible to swinging outside the zone there. He's really upped his game there now at age 32. Again, led the major leagues in with 133 walks. Also, best in major leagues on base percentage of .458. So basically, every 2 times this guy gets up at plate, whether it's a hit or walk or whatever, get hit by a pitch, he's getting on base somehow. So that's pretty remarkable. So for every 2 plate appearances, just about a little under, he's getting on at least once at every 2 times there and setting the tables for the guys behind him. Also, what really was off the charts was his 223 OPS plus. Now again, this is some of the new stats on base plus slugging. Basically, his 223 was 123% better than the league average, which a right-hander hasn't done in baseball since 1901. Again, how even calculate these numbers, but nevertheless, again, the numbers off the charts. And in terms of his competition, there really was none. Again, the second was Bobby Witt Jr. of the Kansas City Royals, who the Yankees bounced out there, but Judge getting all 30 votes in the first round, unanimous there. Now in the second round, obviously after that, Bobby was unanimous in the second round with 30, but again, nevertheless, Judge already won it there. And then after it was actually Juan Soto coming in third. And then in terms of total votes, ironically, from I guess the Baseball Writers Association, Aaron Judge racked up 420. So 420, section 420 Talkin Yankees there. So 420 votes there for Judge in first place, and 270 total votes for Bobby Witt, who came out in second place, and third place I mentioned, Juan Soto with 229 there. So you had 2 Yankees up there in the MVP. Obviously, you knew it was going to go to Judge, but kind of throw back to 1985 when you had Don Mattingly and David Winfield kind of duking it out, and Don Mattingly ended up getting the MVP. But again, both of them had tremendous seasons, and and in any ordinary circumstance, maybe it would have gone to Juan Soto. But when you hit 58 home runs and hit well over 300 there, it's just really a no-brainer, of course. And plus, we know what Aaron Judge could do defensively as well. Again, and even once in a while, if you're not paying attention, he'll swipe a base for you. So the guy does it all. Strong arm, great defense. Can't complain there again. So just gotta hope he keeps in shape and doesn't break down. But obviously, well on his way of being one of the great Yankees, who hopefully someday will have his number retired and be in Monument Park. But also, you would like to have a couple world championships with that as well. Just have one like A-Rod there, where it's kind of like, it's a nice career, but you want more than one. But let's just work on the first one there. And I mentioned before, also in the National League, Ohtani unanimous as well. Again, no-brainer. 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases, and the guy didn't pitch because obviously he was coming back from the Tommy John. So obviously now next year he's going to probably do more or less the same offensively. Plus he's going to be pitching and putting up some tremendous numbers there as well. So potential there as this remains to be seen as well. I mean, you almost pencil in another MVP for him next season as well. But let's see how all that goes. So again, not really a big, nothing earth-shattering, nothing breaking. I mean, you kind of knew this was going to happen, but it's all now officially announced. And in terms of other baseball news, and really to mention this previous episode, just thinking about some other free agencies and free agents and other players coming back and coming going. Only reason I mention is because he's been a Yankee nemesis for so many years, and that's Justin Verlander, who decided he wants to come back for yet one more season. So he might be floating somewhere around baseball. I don't know if Houston really wants to go there anymore with him. I know he's been there a long time, and he makes a ton of money, and he's hurt most of the time. So I don't know if Houston would be interested in bringing him back, but we'll see. He'll be somewhere floating around baseball. Now, in terms of you think of the Yankees should consider him, I would not. It's just he's hurt too often, and great Hall of Fame pitcher. I'm sure he'll be in the Hall of Fame. He's accomplished a lot, and 2 perfect games and world championships and the whole 9 yards there. But again, I just don't think there's enough there to worth bringing back. So if I'm the Yankees, I'm cashing. I'm not thinking about him as an option, for the rotation, which, again, I don't even think the Yankees have any room or need for him. Obviously, Cole's staying. He stayed in his deal. You still have Rendon. Nestor Cortez is on the contract. Stroman's going to be in his second season. And then, last but not least, you have Luis Gil, who just won Rookie of the Year. So you got your 5-man rotation right now. So unless the Yankees make some moves or, ship Nestor out in a trade or something like that, there's really no spot for Orlando anyway. So I just think that's really, not a non-factor. And in terms of the Soto sweepstakes, nothing really new there. In relation to Judge, though, Judge has kind of been mum on it. But if you want to, something for Juan Soto to consider here, where do you want to play? Juan Soto had a really good season, hit 41 home runs, so it's a career high for him. So, if you think you're Juan Soto, do you like playing at Yankee Stadium? I think you do. I mean, the short porch in right field. And do you like hitting in front of Aaron Judge? I think you do. And, Judge is going to be in his prime for at least another 3 or 4 seasons. Yeah, I don't know if Judge is going to be hitting like 50-plus home runs, but he's going to be a very good baseball player for the next 3 or 4 seasons. And don't you want to be hitting in front of him and getting a lot of nice pitches to hit and stuff like that? So, it's a good selling point for the Yankees. So, yes, in terms of, the ultimate factor is going to be the money, but also, do you want to put up good stats? Do you want to be in a good lineup? Do you want to hit in a ballpark that's very friendly towards you, especially being a left-handed hitter? Now, he's not a dead pull hitter. We know all that, but still, it is the short porch to right field there. So, it is very tempting. And, of course, again, the Yankees are going to be competitive every season. It takes something very monumental, like, again, a brutal injury to Judge, or you had to go back to maybe 2013, 2014, when basically, the whole team, basically the 2009 Yankee team basically all got old. CC got old, Teixeira broke down, Posada retired. I mean, it takes monumental things for the Yankees not to make the playoffs. Other than that, they're always in the playoff hunt. So, again, the Yankees should check a lot of the box for Juan Soto. And this is going to come down to, matching or being close to the money there. Soto might be a guy, I guess he's Boris, maybe goes to the highest bidder, who knows. Why would you want to play Toronto? If you're getting more money, it's just going to be miserable up there. So I'll give the Yankees like 65, maybe 70% chance odds. If someone offers like $100 million more, then, well, Juan Soto has no choice. He has to do that. But if the money's relatively close, I still think 60 to 75% chance Juan Soto stays in pinstripe. So that's my prediction there. So that's that. And, of course, congratulations again to Aaron Judge, your 2024 American League MVP. Catch you next time.